Hello, ladies. How are you? 65, and I'm going to show you how to use cream makeup. I'm a Saint Beauty artist, and I love using cream makeup for mature skin. And the reason I love it so much is it just feels so good on my skin. It helps me to feel like, the age spots and all that stuff are a little bit more minimized. And it just helps me feel like, the wrinkles are not quite so there and prominent. And it just helps smooth my skin. And it's made with beeswax. There's beeswax in it. So I feel like it's got some really great conditioning properties for my skin too. So as I've been aging, my skin started feeling drier and drier. And I feel like this makeup, I've been using it for the last 2.5 years, and I just feel like it has really helped my skin, and it just does not feel quite so dry. Um, as it used to. So it's feeling so much better, and it just works for my skin. So if you are looking for something that, maybe you've got um, dry skin, or maybe, you're just starting to see a lot more of the wrinkles and things show up on your skin. First thing I'd say is make sure you've got really good skincare, because that's really the most important thing, is that you have a really good skincare routine. So if you need help with that, let me know, because I can send you what I use. So just comment skincare and I'm happy to send that to you. And, all of it, most of it I got off Amazon. I use the Saint conditioner, the moisturizer, but the rest is really just all off Amazon. So comment skincare and I'll be happy to send that to you. So what I'm going to do today though is apply my makeup. So I've got 4 colors here, and these are really the basics that you need to know. All you really need are 4 colors to get started. And there's a contour, a highlight color, which is really your concealer, and a brightening highlight color, which is your foundation. And then again, we have a lip and cheek color, so lip and cheeks, and it's really that simple. Now, you can use one brush, you can use a couple of brushes to apply it. So I'm going to use a brush to apply it today and then blend it out with my 3D brush. So 2 brushes I'm using and 1 palette of makeup, and that's it. There's extras you can get as well. So we've got setting powder, I've got bronzer here. I'll see if I need to do a little bit of under eye correction, I'll use this color here, and then illuminator. So these are the extras that you can add on after, or you can get them right away. If you're very comfortable with makeup, then by all means get all the stuff. But if you really want to get started, maybe you haven't worn makeup in a while, maybe you just haven't found the best makeup for you yet, then you want to start with the 4 colors. Get started, use it for a couple weeks, and then you can decide if you want to start with the add-ons. I like to start my ladies off with the 4 colors and get them going. Now, let's get started. So what I'm going to do here, I've already prepped my skin, so I've already put on my moisturizer and my serums and all that kind of stuff. And it's late in the day here. I'm putting makeup on, but that's okay. I just forgot to put it on earlier. So what I'm going to do is start with my contour. So these are the 4 colors. I'm using a color called Olive. So my skin tone is a light to medium, and I have a warmer complexion. So you can see there's more yellow in my skin tone. So I'm going to use these colors here. So Olive for my contour. I'm using Aura for my concealer or brightening highlight color, and my main color is amber. So these are more warmer colors. So what happens is when you are looking at this makeup, I can match your colors for you. So I've been trained on how to match the colors. I'll match them for you so that you know you're getting the best colors for your skin tone. And if you're interested, all you have to do is comment color match and I'll send you the information. So if you are joining to watch, let me know where you're watching from. I love to hear where everybody is tuning in from. So just give me a comment and let me know where you're coming from. So what I'm going to start with is contour. So this brush, if you notice, there's two sides to it, double-ended, but there's also, this is a flat end and this is a rounded end. So what I do is I start by tapping in on one side of the brush with the contour color so that I can use the other side for another color. So what I'm going to do is just run this contour, and you can use as much or as little as you like. I'm going to run this along this side of my forehead. So this is going to help slim my face. Tap in again. I'm going to bring this right down just off center on my nose. This is a step you may or may not need to do. If you're trying to slim your nose, then you'll want to try this. If you don't need to do that, then you can skip that step. So next I'm going to find my cheekbone here. So find where your cheekbone is here, and you can put your finger right underneath there, okay, if that's better for a guide. And you can bring your contour, it really just goes right over that cheekbone. And you don't want to go past your eye, so past the pupil. So you don't want to go past the pupil of your eye. So that's where your contour goes. Seems a little bit high, but what's going to happen is it's going to give you some lift there. So if you want some lift, that's where you place it. Now, as we're aging, our skin, my camera's moving here, sorry. As we're aging, our skin starts to droop, right? So I feel like everything seems to be down here. So I like to get that lift back. So I'm just going to run that contour right along the cheekbone there. And that's where you'd place your contour. Now, you can also do your contour along the jowls here. So if you want to do that, what you need to do, see how it kind of just took that away a little bit? So it just lessens the look of it. But with your jowls, if you've got a droopy jowl like I have, what happens is you'll see a line here and you see the darker line here, right, on this side. And this is where the droop is. So what you want to do is connect this line and this line. So all we're doing is placing the contour right on the jowl. Just join those lines. And that's what we're doing here. It's not going to be perfect. You can't get rid of it. It's still there. It just gives the illusion that it is a little bit more snatched. It's a little bit more crisp in that jawline. So that's the best way to do. If you're joining, please say hello. I love to know where you're watching from. So I can't see any comments right now. So next I'm going to add on my brightening highlight color. This is also called concealer, but I use it as a brightener. So I want to bring some light to the center of my face. So that's how I do it. So I just bring it right down the center of my face. And we can tap it into the eye area here as well. I think I said I was using Aura. I'm actually using a color called Linen today. So this is Linen. So I just tap it into the inner and outer corner of my eye, and it's going to add a little bit of brightness there. Flip the brush over to the other end. Tap into your main highlight color. And I'm going to bring this along my forehead. You can do dots, you can do stripes, whatever works for you. And along the orbital bone. Just going to bring that right along the orbital bone, not too close to the under eye. The best thing for under eyes when you have mature skin is use as little as possible under there. Your eye area moves the most on your face. So you're constantly blinking and you're getting a lot of movement here. So what happens is that when you put a lot of makeup there, the makeup is going to work. It just keeps moving and moving. And that's why you get a lot of that settling there. So what you can do, a couple things. You can use a primer. I like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer under my eyes. Or you can just avoid that area. Don't put too much there. And that's going to help you out a lot. Tap in again, and you can just bring that cutler along your cheekbones here. And I'm going to bring that right under the contour as well. Okay, and that's it. So it's time to blend. So cream makeup is so good because what happens is as you put it on, it warms up to your skin. You can blend it right away. It's so easy to blend. So I'm going to use this 3D brush here and just tap into the makeup. And this will blend my makeup. So I like to do the tapping as opposed to the swirling like this because I have mature textured skin. So what we're doing here is we're tapping the makeup into your skin, and it gives a nice finish on your skin, and it's going to keep it in place all day. And cream is a little bit different, right? It's not it's not liquid, there's no water in it, so it's going to stay on your face, it's going to stay where you put it, and it's not going to absorb, and um, all that water is going to, dissolve and absorb into your skin, and then you're left with the pigment on your skin, which sometimes can look a little bit drying. So if you've ever found that with liquid makeup, I know I sure have. But if you're really in love with your liquid makeup, what you can do is just try doing this method so that you're not putting a foundation on and then layering makeup on top of it. Try to do it as one layer of makeup. So only put foundation where you need the foundation. Don't put it all over your face and then layer stuff on top of it. And I'm talking specifically for mature skin because the less makeup you have on your face, the better. And so here we're just tapping. So we're just tapping that makeup, and it just blends. You can see how easy that blends, right? So I'm barely working it at all, and it just blends in so nicely. So we just continue on this side. And that just blends it in place really nice. So now I'll tap, brush up on the contour. I'm just tapping over it as well. Just kind of mutes that contour so that you get that nice soft line. We don't need to have like a strong hard line there. You want to see the contour, but it doesn't need to be super dramatic, especially for a daytime look. If you like doing that, then that's fine. You can wear it how you like, but for most of us who want a little bit more natural look, just keep it nice and light. And that just blends in, creates just a little bit of shadowing. You can see it here, right? And so that's going to help slim my face a little bit. And with the contour as well, it's just giving a nice little shadow there. So I'm tapping into the contour at the side of my nose here. So you can tap in, just bring it down. You can use your fingers for that, or you can use your brush. And then I'll just bring Just go over that very lightly so that still gives the illusion of a high point on the nose, and then the dark at the side, it just kind of brings it in together a bit to give the illusion of a slimmer nose. I use tap over the eyes. You can add a little bit more color if you like. Just use your main color and go very lightly over your eye area. And that's just going to help, you know, kind of cover up any discoloration that you have there on your eyes. Just remember your eyes are blinking constantly, so you want to put just a little bit of cream on there. Okay, now I'm just ready. I'm ready for my cheek color. So what I'm going to do here is just tap into the cheek color and bring that right above where the contour is. This is a gorgeous color. This is called Desert Sunset, and it's one of my all-time favorites. I use this one a lot. So you can just tap this. Now, the trick with cheek color is wear it where you like to wear it. But if you want a fuller face, wear it more towards the center. So go down from the pupil. You're gonna go right in here and then bring it back. If you're trying to slim your face, what you want to do is bring it from about here back. So you want to keep it up this way. And that's going to give the lift that you want. Especially with that contour where we gave it the lift. So that's going to help to slim your face and give you more lift. So that is usually what I do every day. So I'm just adding a little bit of makeup. It's not a lot, but I find that with mature skin, this is all you need. You just need something, it freshens up my look. It makes me feel good about myself. And I just feel like it's enough, right? It's enough. It's not going to get rid of all the spots and all the stuff going on. They're still there, but I feel more put together, and that works for me. So now I'm just going to do my brows. So I'll use the same palette. I'm using the same four colors here, tapping into the contour, and use a smaller brush for this. That will be better. You can use your smudge brush to give a little bit of a natural look, but you could use a small brush as well. So just tap up on your brows. And what I like about contour on the brow is that it does hold it in place. So it's going to stay like that all day. So you can use your smudge brush as well. So I'll do the other side with the smudge brush. So tap in to your contour color. And I'm just going to brush up on the brow. So if you had to buy two brushes, I would say the smudge brush and the 3D brush. The reason for that is you can use this for eyeshadow as well. So why not get a brush that's multi-purpose? So this is a really great one. The multitasker is really good too, but it's not as good for eyeshadow. You need something fluffy, right? So that's why I say go with this one. So this is the smudge brush and this is the 3D brush. So two great brushes to get started with. That's what I would recommend. All of our brushes are double-ended, so you get a lot of use out of them, right? So now I did mention that I might have to do a little bit of extra underneath here. So I've got a little bit of darkness going on. So let's deal with that. Let's do something about that. So I'm going to take this color here. It's called Frenchie. It's a lip and cheek color. So it's a bit peachy. And I've got some like purpley blue going on here. It's kind of brown. It looks brown, but it's kind of bluish undertone. So I'm going to tap in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go over this area. Just going to cover up where that darkest parts are, and then I'll fix it. So it does look kind of crazy when you put it on, but it's more about color correction. So blue can the peachy color, orange color, counterbalances that bluish purple color that I have going on. So I find that this color works for my eyes, but if you need some help picking out a color, then just let me know. I can certainly help you with that. So same fluffy end, I'm going to tap into my um, main color, and I'm just going to press over top of that peachy color, just to hide the peach. And that covers up enough that is not as distracting for me. So the wrinkles are still there. Unfortunately, they don't go away, but that peachy color is covering up the bluish that's there. And then I'm just putting my main color on over top just to hide the peach. You're not blending it together. You're just placing it right over top. And that is what gets rid of the dark circles for me. So you can see how that really helped. You still get shadows, so don't be confused about shadows and then discoloration. Shadows are different. When you move your face around, sometimes you don't see it and sometimes you do. Those are shadows. If you have darkness there, it's not going to go away. When you move, it's going to stay there. You're going to see it all the time. So move your head around and see where that distraction is for you. If it's a shadow, it's more about puffy eyes than it is about a discoloration on your face. So that's my opinion. I feel like a lot of times we get confused about shadows. So those are perfectly normal and those look nice. So this just covers up enough of that blue that was under my eyes that it works for me. So that is my makeup for today. So if you have any questions about cream makeup, I really strongly suggest you comment to me, reach out to me. I can help you with all the questions that you have about cream makeup. I'll match your colors for you, recommend which ones would look best on you, and see where it goes from there. So if you have any questions as well about skincare, I'm 65. I've tried lots of products and I know what is working for me right now. So I can share that with you as well. So just comment skincare and I'll get back to you with what I'm using. If you'd like a color match, just comment color match and I'd be happy to help you. So that's it for today and we'll see you again next Saturday. Have a good week.